Clope and Needek-Minster welcomes you to the broadcast of high school boys varsity soccer. We're at Lehman Catholic School, where the New Knoxville Rangers will take on the Lehman Cavaliers. Tonight's game is being brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco, bringing you varsity soccer action from Sydney, where Lehman meets New Knoxville. The current time, we are about to have the national anthem and opening prayer here at Lehman Field on a damp evening for soccer. Glad you're along. And now, our national anthem. By the dawn's burning light, what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars to the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Back here at Lehman Field, where the Cavaliers will take on the New Knoxville Rangers.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Have the opening prayer.
We thank you, Lord, for this night. We thank you for these athletes. We thank you for this field of play. We ask that you bless this competition, keep all safe who are competing, and bring us safely home to heaven with you. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Officials are here, so we're just about set for play. As we said, rainy conditions, just a light drizzle at the current time as we approach the 5 o'clock start. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and here on NKTelco Sports, glad to have you along for tonight's soccer match. Let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight for New Knoxville and Lehman, all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First, for the visiting New Knoxville Rangers, one thing that the Rangers want to do is improve their passing game. Number 2, continue their strong goalkeeper play. And number 3, show some overall team improvement. For the home team, the Lehman Cavaliers keep the ball on the offensive. In other words, let's keep the ball on the offensive side of the field. And Coach Mark Maloney would like to have them improve upon their passing to the feet. And then number 3, they need some contributions off the bench, some good minutes from role players. So those are our keys to the game tonight, all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And our starting lineups tonight, all brought to you by Sydney All Glaze Audiology. Just taking a brief look at the New Knoxville Rangers. Rangers are 0-8 overall, 0-3. They are led by an outstanding goalkeeper in Josh Deitch. He will be wearing number 9 and be in goal. Also, key starters for the Rangers: Luke Stockler, number 1. Number 2 is Troy Dwenger. Number 3, Andrew Leffel. Number 4, Joelle Delisle. Number 5, Caroline Leffel. Number 8, Nathaniel Stammen. Number 10, Jay Schroeder. And number 19, Tyler Apgar. Number 6, Preston Richilling. Number 22, Grant Temple. That's the starters for the visiting New Knoxville Rangers. And now for the Cavaliers. Lehman Cavaliers, they've moved into a new conference, a Three Rivers Conference. In goal tonight will be Ryan Armstrong, number 1. Jude Schmeezing, number 3, one of the team captains. Thomas Schmeezing, number 7. Sam Gilardi, another team captain. He wears number 8. Nick Menecia, he is number 9. Brandon Jones, number 11. Mark Baloney, number 14. Samuel Laforme, number 14. Carlos Lascano, number 18. And the Cavaliers' leading scorer, Martí Portabella, number 22, a midfielder for the Cavaliers. And also Josh George, number 24, a team captain and another leader on the Lehman squad. We're just moments away from that opening kick as Josh George will have it for the Cavaliers. As we said, the Cavaliers moved into the Three Rivers Conference this season, and some growing pains. 2-6-1 overall, 0-4 in conference play. The Rangers will have the ball as they try to handle it in front of the Lehman bench. Cavaliers back on the attack. Maloney will have it. It will go out of play past the touchline, so the Cavaliers will toss it in. Glad you're along here on NKTelco Sports. Ball is at midfield where number 4, Joel Delisle, will toss it in. Cavaliers will have it. Temple will kick it downfield as the two teams battle at midfield. Josh Deitch is actually playing in a midfield position as Rich Hilling is in goal tonight for the Rangers. Preston Rich Hilling, and he'll send it back up field, and the Cavaliers are on the attack. Maloney will have it. Apgar for the Rangers. It's going to go out of bounds, and New Knoxville will have the toss in, and that means number 10, Jay Schroeder, will toss it in. Andrew Leffel, number 3, in the lineup today for New Knoxville. Also a member of the golf team. So in our previous broadcast of the Rangers soccer team against Jackson Center, Leffel was with the golf team. So there's a corner kick by New Knoxville in front of the goal, and it's going to go over the top of the net. And the Cavaliers, number 1, a goalkeeper, Ryan Armstrong, with the strong kick up towards midfield. It's going to go out of bounds as he was trying to get it out to his wing position players. New Knoxville will toss it in. And Temple's kick goes out of bounds, so Cavaliers will toss it in. Brandon Jones, number 11, tries to move it forward to Thomas Schmiesing. Schmiesing's number 7. Handling it now is Carlos Lascano. Back over to Schmiesing. He'll get it into cross midfield. It's going to go out of bounds, and New Knoxville's Luke Stockler, a sophomore for the Rangers, will toss it in. At the touchline, substitute coming in, Jay Waterman, another one of the golfers coming back in for New Knoxville. He's a sophomore. Cavaliers get it to George. George on the attack with a number 22 is Martí Portabella. Gets it over to teammate Gilardi, but he'll pull it back out, and it's going to be past the end line. So New Knoxville will get the goal kick. Rich Hilling. Header there by Jude Schmiesing. New Knoxville battling for the ball. Number 15 now. Laforme has it. Missed header there by Manesi, excuse me, on the touchline. Picked up there by Schmiesing, and New Knoxville will toss it in. Quick toss in. It's going to go out of bounds once again off of Schmiesing. George in the battle for the ball. Stockler has it for a moment. Here come the Cavaliers. Portabella sends it down to Josh George. He's on the break. Ritchilling in position. George circling in, and that'll be a shot by the Cavaliers. Second attempt so far here in the early going for the Cavaliers, but they'll have the corner kick as they try to threaten here in the opening minutes of play. 35:04 on the scoreboard on the new First National Bank Think First scoreboard. There's the header, and it'll go over the post. That time that was by Carlos Lascano. Upfield, here come the Rangers. On the move, trying to get it across midfield, but the Cavaliers will maintain possession. Lascano will get it inbounds. Gilardi has it. Cavaliers trying to set some offense up. Deitch, number 9. Accustomed to seeing him in the goalkeeper's position, but Rangers looking for some offense, and so Josh, number 9, will be a midfielder. Brandon Jones back over to George. George handling it. George with it. Dumps it off to Schmeezing. Schmeezing down the center of the field looking for Portabello. Portabello has it. Good defense by Stockler, but the Cavaliers will kick it out of bounds from behind the end line. So Preston Ritchilling will have the goal kick. Tyler Apgar comes back into the lineup for New Knoxville. Temple up to teammate Apgar, but Cavaliers will now have it. Menacee had it for a moment. Now it's Jude Schmeezing looking for the shot. There's the shot. Ritchilling will grab it, and that'll be a nice save by Preston Ritchilling. Scrambling, and downfield it comes quickly. Lehman will regroup and have the ball. Gilardi. Shot ahead there by Maloney. Delisle will send it back across midfield for New Knoxville. Schroeder has it for a moment for New Knoxville. Apgar will corral it in at midfield, but the Lehman defense comes up with it. LaForme back over to teammate Schmeezing. Schmeezing send it over to Portabella. Stahman back over to teammate Stockler, and he's going to send it up along the touchline. Good hustle by Andrew Leffel, and he'll have the ball across midfield up to Apgar, but Cavaliers number 19, number 18, make that number 14. Mark Maloney kicks it out of bounds. And New Knoxville will have possession on the toss in. Apgar, he'll have it as he works to the corner against Lascano. Rangers with only 3 goals so far this season, trying to move into position, but Portabella is going to get a nice pass. It's going to be a tough challenge here for Ritchilling. Here comes Portabella's shot, and it's a score. 31-27. As Portabella with the goal. 31 minutes, 27 seconds to go, and Lehman with a 1-0 lead here in the early going. There you saw the replay. Replays, as always, brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. There you see the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Lehman Cavaliers up 1-0 over the Knoxville Rangers. Rain has temporarily stopped as we have gotten almost 10 minutes into this one. Right at the opening kickoff, there was a slight drizzle. More rain anticipated as we move along in tonight's match. Cavaliers trying to put the pressure on the Rangers again. Comes all the way back out to Thomas Schmeezing. It's going to go out of bounds, and the toss in will be for New Knoxville, and Luke Stockler will throw it in. Stockler up to Jay Schroeder. Portobello with the ball, gets it over to teammate Lascano. Portobello in front of the net. Shot off the iron. Total of 6 shots for the Cavaliers, 2 of them on goal so far here, as ball is going to be out past the touchline, so the Cavaliers will toss it in. Samuel LaForme will have it. Schmeezing with it, as the Cavaliers have done a nice job in the early going of keeping the ball in the center of the field and keeping a pressure on the New Knoxville defense. This one will go past the touchline. New Knoxville will toss it in. And number 13 with the throw in is James Albers into the lineup for New Knoxville. Upfield, Maloney has it. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to maintain. That's going to be New Knoxville's throw in. Waterman with the toss in. Lascano trying to handle it for the Cavaliers as the Rangers trying to mount an attack, but they'll come away with it. Gilardi will send it up to George. On the break is LaForme over to the left side. LaForme has it. Shot on goal, and it hits the post. So another shot by the Cavaliers, but the lead still is 1-0 as we approach the 28:53 mark here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Chasing that one down is Portobello. Cavaliers trying to keep it in their side of the field. Schmeezing, Jude Schmeezing, over to Portobello. Portobello over to teammate Nick Menacee, and his shot off target, even though leaping effort there by Rich Hilling. It's well past the goal and out of bounds, and Rich Hilling will have the kick. He'll send a short pass to Stockler. Stockler tries to move it upfield to Schroeder, but taken there by Schmeezing, Thomas Schmeezing. Cavaliers trying to work it. LaForme with it. He'll go to the corner, keeps it in bounds, and moves it inside to Portobello. Portobello off balance to attempt there, and it goes out of bounds. And that means New Knoxville will kick it in. Rich Hilling. Ball goes all the way to midfield. Deitch will try to handle it. Albers. Lehman will come up with the ball. That's number 8, Sam Gilardi. George with it. Looking for Portobello. Portobello has it as Peel, number 21, into the lineup briefly for New Knoxville. Carter Peel. Cavaliers pass comes up and intended there for Sam Gilardi, but New Knoxville will intercept. Waterman over to Deitch. Deitch. Ball rolls out at midfield past the touchline. Cavaliers will be on the offense as slippery ball goes out of the hands of the Cavaliers, and they'll toss it back in and try and set this one up. Brandon Jones. Apgar for the Rangers. Waterman. Upfield. Lehman will handle it. Brandon Jones gets it over to one of his teammates as it'll go Out of bounds at the Cavalier bench. Waterman inbounds pass. It's going to go off Josh Deitch. Lehman will throw it in. They try to get it upfield to George. George dribbling the ball back over to Schmeezing. Schmeezing looks it up to Portobello, who will handle it across midfield. Portobello trying to make that move inside. Nice lead pass to Menacee. Menacee with the shot and the goal with 25-39. And Lehman is now up 2-0. Substitutes, 2-0 our score on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 25-37 as the clock counts down here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Rangers trying to find some offense as Delisle's kick will go out of bounds. And that'll put the Cavaliers back on the offense. Portobello. George blocks the kick by Leffel. Back over it comes to Stockler, but George will win the battle. Portobello will pick it up before the end line. Shot hits off the iron. It's going to roll to the corner. Delisle will try to handle it as she works up against LaForme. Rangers keep it in bounds, but the Cavaliers will set it up. Jude Schmeezing. He'll send it over to the far right. Cavaliers try to mount some offense again. Trying to stay on the attack. Lascano with it. Inside to Portobello. Portobello back over to LaForme. LaForme tries to feed inside for, I believe, Gilardi. It's going to come back out, and the Rangers trying to clear it, but the Cavaliers will still maintain it as number 18, Lascano, will pick up it. We've got a whistle, and we may have a free kick as there's 24 approaching 24 minutes as the clock counts down. Lehman 2, New Knoxville nothing. On the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, I'm Dave Helmstetter here for NKTelco Sports at Lehman High School, where New Knoxville and Lehman Catholic doing battle. Free kick for the Rangers as they try to get it up to Josh Deitch, but will go out of bounds, and it will remain New Knoxville as they'll toss it in, and that'll be Jay Waterman, a sophomore, doing the honors for the Rangers. Looking for Troy Dwenger, also a sophomore. Waterman will again do the toss in as the ball goes past the touchline, as the Rangers do it the hard way and work it down the sideline in front of the Cavalier bench. Deitch has the throw in. Lascano will get it up to one of his teammates, and midfield, Noah Holland into the lineup for New Knoxville, number 12 for New Knoxville. Portobello's shot is partially blocked. Header there by Schmeezing at midfield, and Cavaliers keep them all moving. Portobello almost with a steal on Peel. Delisle gets it up to Leffel, and it will go past the touchline, so the toss in will come in from LaForme. Jude Schmeezing has it for a moment. Now Carlos Lascano. He'll get it over to Samuel LaForme. They get it in the corner, trying to make the move on the line, and the shot's going to be a stray. And you can see we have lots of traffic on I-75 here at Lehman. Construction just down south of here on the interstate. 2-0 our score. The Lehman Cavaliers with a goal by Portabella with 31:27 to go in the half, and at 25:39 his teammate Menacee hit the second one. So the Cavaliers up 2-0, but they've kept the offense in gear and most of the time tried to keep the ball in front of that net. Rangers have had limited offense, as right here's the deepest they've been. Number 18 Waterman tries to fire it ahead to Nathaniel Stahman, and there's a shot will hit the back of the post and off the net for New Knoxville. Rangers only, according to my numbers, only their second shot of tonight's encounter. Ryan Armstrong to boot it away for Lehman. Looks up in the wing, but New Knoxville will get there. Waterman will have it. It's going to go out of bounds. New Knoxville will have it as it's past the touchline. Delisle on the toss in. Schroeder. Stahman will come up for it. Schroeder sends it over to the right flank, and Armstrong will just come up and field that shot. Armstrong kicks it away. Portabello with the header. Temple will try and chase it down. Kick away by Stockler. Stahman for the Rangers giving chase, but Jude Schmeezing will come up with it. Armstrong will have it in front of the net. He'll send a pass up to the right flank, and number 14, Mark Maloney. Delisle will have her foot on it, but Lescano will try to move it up along the sidelines. Lescano gets it inside to George. He moves it into midfield. Portabello, as the pass comes down, Portabello, but good defense there by Stockler. He'll try and get it, chase it down, but it's going to be out of bounds. And good hustle by Luke Stockler as the Cavaliers were on the offense. Toss in for the Cavaliers in front of the goal. Header missed there by Gilardi. It's going to go out of bounds, chased down there by Albers. He'll send it upfield to Delisle, but that'll be controlled there by Lescano. Back to midfield, and Maloney will try to kick it into the midfield area, but it's going to come across a midfield line. Here come the Cavaliers. Menacee tries to lead his teammate, LaForme. LaForme stops at the end line, gets it back to Portabella. Leffel tries to take it away. There's a shot. Nice defensive play by the Rangers, as Menacee had a shot. George in front of it again. Good defense there by Stockler. Portabella working inside the Ranger defense. Shot's going to be high and long, and they're wanting a corner kick there as Lescano's kick goes out of bounds behind the end line. And they get it, so Lehman Catholic's second corner kick here of the first half as we count down at 17:50 as Schmeezing will center it in front of the goal, but the Rangers defense is there, and it's going to go back out of bounds, and Cavaliers indicating they're going to get yet another corner kick. Last touched by the Rangers. George from the corner, but Jude Schmeezing will come over. Schmeezing in front of the net. There's a header. Kicked away there by Temple. Here come the Cavaliers. It's going to go out of bounds and past the end line, so New Knoxville will get the kick. Temple will try and find a teammate up by midfield. Cavaliers will have the offense. Schmeezing with it. And it's going to go out of bounds past the end line. And a corner kick for the Cavaliers. Jude Schmeezing will kick it in, converging on the goal. Rangers trying to gain possession and move it out. Stallman with it for a moment. LaForme has it, and quickly Schmeezing sends it back inside. George will handle it. Lascano, he'll control it. Shoots it back up as the Cavaliers try to set their offense up. Maloney has it back over to Lascano. Lascano over to George. George shoots the pass inside for Schmeezing. Schmeezing, nice save. As Preston Ritchilling with the save for the Rangers. Clock approaching the 15-minute mark on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Schmeezing will have it. Portobello off to his left. He'll dish it off to his right. And George back to Schmeezing. Shot on goal there by Lehman Catholic. And good save there by Ritchilling. Number 8, Gilardi, will throw it in. He'll get it to George. George over to Lascano. Over to the left side is Menacee. Header there by Portobello. It's going to go past the end line, and Grant Temple, number 22, will kick it for New Knoxville. Got a couple of subs, and coming in for New Knoxville as they, looks like they rotate Stockler and Peel back into the lineup, and I believe also Noah Holland, a freshman, into the lineup for the Rangers. Ritchilling sends it upfield, but Jones will have it for Lehman as they try to control it in their half of the field. Dwenger is going to try and chase it down for New Knoxville, and it's going to be Lehman toss in. As Thomas Schmeezing will toss it in. Substitutes waiting on the toss. Header there by Dwenger, and it'll go out of bounds once again. So number 15, LaForme, they'll make that Thomas Schmeezing. Will toss it into Portobello. He handles it. Now he dribbles it back over to midfield. Midfield with it, Lascano. Sends it all the way over to Gilardi in the right wing. Deitch will take it away for New Knoxville. Good defense. Deitch trying to look ahead. Dwenger streaks downfield for New Knoxville, but Lehman's defense will come back with the ball and try and go back on the offensive. Looks like number 6, Gus Schmeezing, handling it right now for Lehman. It's going to go out of bounds and past the touchline off of Andrew Leffel. Schmeezing tosses it into Gus Schmeezing. Nick Menacee with it, number 9, as Deitch will handle it. No whistle as Deitch goes to the turf. Lead pass by Schroeder. Dwenger trying to come inside, and it's going to go off of Lehman. So the Rangers are going to get their, I believe they're going to get their second corner kick, of the half. Good opportunity as Jay Schroeder will kick it in for New Knoxville as clock counting down under 12 minutes. Kick comes to Samuel LaForme for Lehman. He'll push it up to Albers. Albers will try and handle it. It's going to go past the touchline, and Lehman will have it. Clock counting, approaching 11:35 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard here on NKTelco Sports from Lehman High School on the Cavaliers soccer field. Lehman with a 2-0 advantage here against New Knoxville. Albers will have it for the Rangers back to midfield, but that's where Lescano will be. He'll go to the left side. Menacee with it. Back, he'll handle it, trying to get set up. Albers shoots it upfield. Dwenger giving chase, but it's going to stay inbounds as Samuel LaForme will work it. We've got a whistle and a stop and play. Rangers with the free kick as we go to 10:35 left here in the half of play as Luke Stockler, the sophomore, on defense will get the kick. He sends it towards the goal, but the Cavaliers are ready for it. Stockler sends it back towards the end line where Armstrong will come up and field it. He'll have the kick. Ryan Armstrong, 30 saves on the season coming into tonight. Looks like he's looking for his first save tonight, but 30 saves overall for Armstrong on the season. Portobello, 24 goals plus one tonight, 25 goals on the season for Portobello as he has led the Cavaliers in scoring. Lehman stands 2-6-1 overall, 0-4 in conference play. As we noted, they moved to the Three Rivers Conference and away from the Western Ohio Soccer League, the league they were in last year. So competition quite difficult for the Cavaliers so far. Milton Union, Miami East, Troy Christian, and Bethel, all teams that the Cavaliers play twice, very deep squads. Cavaliers trying to put the pressure on. Portobello trying to make a move inside. He'll get a pass, will come back to George, and he'll score. Nice shot by George with 8:56 to go in the half. George finds the net and the goal. And just like that, the Cavaliers are up 3-0. Replays tonight, all brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Just a strong shot from George as he found the opening, and he converts it into a goal, and Lehman up 3-0 on New Knoxville with 8:53 to go. First half action. Albers cross midfield. Waterman will have it for a moment. He handles it, gets it back over, finds Portobello. George will handle it. He'll move it back out to teammate Maloney as the Cavaliers trying to set things back up. But Lehman will have the toss, or rather New Knoxville has the toss in. 3-0 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Delisle with the toss in. Albers, or rather Waterman rather. He'll come back to the ball. George has it for a moment for Lehman. Menacee will send it back down field for the Cavaliers, but Stockler pushes it back upfield, and we're doing battle at midfield. Daniel Carlisle, number 13, in the lineup for the Cavaliers. Carlisle, a freshman, seeing some playing time for the Cavaliers. George with it again. Gilardi had it for a moment. It's going to go out of bounds, and I think it went off a Ranger as George will have the throw in. Working the end line, the Cavaliers. Carlisle will chase it down as Apgar, number 19, handles it briefly for the Rangers. Number 9, that's Nick Menacee, has it for a moment for the Cavaliers, and it will go past the touchline. So New Knoxville will toss it in. Substitutes coming in for New Knoxville: Nathaniel Stammen and Grant Temple. Temple, number 22, Stammen, number 8, back into the lineup for New Knoxville. Thomas Schmeezing sends it up to Carlisle, but Apgar, he'll try and find a pass for teammate Waterman. Ball is kicked straight up in the air. It's going to go out of bounds, and that means Lehman with the toss in. Cavaliers try to set their offense up on the toss in. They look downfield first. They'll bring it back. Rain beginning to come down here with 5:34 to go here in the first half of play. Lehman with the ball, but Delisle will have it for a moment, goes out of bounds. George will try and pick it up here, gets it into teammate Lascano. Lascano back over to George as Cavaliers will set their offense up. George over to the right side, he's number 24. Lascano ahead to teammate Gilardi. Delisle will try and chase it down in the corner. Gilardi gets it back over to George, trying to dribble the ball, trying to gain control towards the center. Kicked away there by Jay Schroeder. Lehman again, maintaining control of it. Lascano, Carlos with the shot. It's blocked away there by New Knoxville. And the corner kick will be for Lehman. 5th corner kick of the half for the Cavaliers. Schmeezing kicks it towards the center. Stockler with the header for New Knoxville, but Waterman tries to lead Deitch, but the Cavalier defense, and that's namely Lascano, has it. Portobello back over to Lascano. Lascano trying to get it back to Portobello. Back to Lascano. He'll go to the left side. Stammen for New Knoxville, and then Temple try to clear it. Daniel Carlisle back out to Portobello. Portobello trying to move inside the goal area. Portobello, there's the shot, just a little bit too strong and high. Goal kick for New Knoxville as the rain coming down just a little bit harder. Richilling will send it up to Deitch. Deitch goes to his feet. Turf getting a little bit slick here. Number 9, Menacee has it for Lehman. Rangers trying to move it upfield. Deitch will have it. Jake Sharp, number 15, in the lineup for New Knoxville. Waterman has it for a moment, but Menacee back over to George as he takes the pass from Carlisle. Dwenger will send it back to the Lehman defense. Over to Jones. Waterman. Back over to Apgar. Tries to get it to number 10, Schroeder, but it's going to go out of bounds. And Rangers will toss it in. Tyler Apgar. Danielle Carlisle will try the header. Number 9, Nick Menacee will go down, and there's a whistle, and the Cavaliers will have the free kick, I believe. Minute 30 to go in the half. Jones with the free kick, trying to keep the pressure on. It's going to go out of bounds. That'll be another corner kick for the Cavaliers here. Three to nothing our score as we approach the final minute of play in the first half of action. Cavaliers looking for more offense. Carlisle will handle it. The freshman looks for Gilardi, but New Knoxville will try and clear it. Pressure, Gus Schmeezing for the Cavaliers will keep it. It'll go past the end line, and New Knoxville will have the kick. Temple with the boot as we come into the final seconds here of the first half. Apgar trying to get some offense going. He'll get it down to the right side, but number 11, Jones, will pick it up there. Apgar still trying to pursue the ball. It's going to go past the touchline, so Apgar will get the toss in. Apgar up to teammate
10,
Schroeder.
9, 8, 7, 6. Towards
the goal.
5, 4.
It's going to go past the end line, and that's going to be the end of the first half of action from Lehman Field here at Lehman High School. Good news for the Cavaliers as they bid for their third win of the season. Our halftime score, the Lehman Cavaliers 3 and the New Knoxville Rangers nothing. We'll return with our stats and recap right after this.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being $1 billion company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
The date is set. The lake has been chosen. It's time to sign up for the second annual Brush Pile Fishing Veterans Tournament. Proceeds from this event will benefit Save a Warrior and the Travis Mills Foundation. Both organizations focus on helping veterans live the best life they possibly can by treating their physical and psychological traumas. Visit brushpilefishing.com to register or to learn how to donate.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Minster, Clopay, Keyhole.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Hometown Opportunity, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, SecureCom, Ferguson Construction. Back here at Lehman Field on the campus of Lehman High School in Sydney. Cavaliers up 3-0 on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard over the New Knoxville Rangers. Let's take a look at our halftime stats and a recap, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Cavaliers on board 3 times, up 3-0. Overall shots, as you can see, the Cavaliers dominating New Knoxville, 18-4 shots on goal. Cavaliers made the most of their opportunities, 5-1. Saves, New Knoxville's Preston Richmilling in goal tonight for the Rangers. He has 3 saves. Corner kicks, the Lehman Cavaliers with 6 and New Knoxville with 2. So those are our halftime stats, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Cavaliers got their scoring underway when Marty Portabella scored with 31:27 to go here in the first half of play. That put the Cavaliers up 1-0. Menacee scored the second goal at the 25:39 mark, 2-0, and then Joshua George connected with 8:56 to go and gave the Cavaliers a 3-0 lead. So first half of action is history here on NKTelco Sports. Glad you're along. A little bit drizzle coming up here in the second half of play. Cavaliers did a nice job of keeping the offensive on the New Knoxville team, and that's exactly what Coach Mark Maloney had. One of the keys to the game was to try and put the pressure on offense and maintain possession on that side of the field. And the Cavaliers will have possession to start the second half. Cavaliers get it deep into Ranger territory as Apgar will try to shoot it up to Schroeder, but Cavaliers will come back on the attack as we come down to the final 40 minutes of play, and the Cavaliers already on the offense. The Rangers will be scooped up there by Preston Richmilling. Out of bounds, past the touchline it goes. New Knoxville trying to mount some kind of an offensive threat. They've only had 3 goals all season. Cavaliers, they'll try and set their offense up. Carlisle will have it. Back out to Maloney. Header there by Deitch. Delisle will have it for the Rangers. Leffel. George will come up with it. And the co-captain, or one of the captains, I should say, of the Cavaliers. George gets it back up. He has it again. Works along the touchline. Passes it to the center of the field, intended for Menacee. Rangers on the attack. That means Jay Schroeder. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Cavaliers. So toss in for New Knoxville. Delisle will throw it in. Deitch with it as the Rangers have it inside in front of Ryan Armstrong, but it's going to come back out, and the Cavaliers moving it upfield quickly. George, Ranger defense has to get back. George will shoot it downfield for Menacee. Menacee trying to make that move inside. He'll come back to teammate Daniel Carlisle. Back to Menacee. Menacee back over to George. He'll send one inside, intended for Samuel Laforme, and Richmilling will boom it away, and intended for Apgar, who's streaking downfield. Apgar back over to Schroeder. On the attack now is Jude Schmeezing. Leffel will have it at midfield for New Knoxville. Deitch trying to run it down as they move it into New Knoxville territory, but Lehman will regroup. They'll bring it across midfield. Laforme over to the left side looking for George, but the pass a little bit too strong. Noah Holland in the lineup for New Knoxville. He'll send it back up, but George looking for one of his teammates and number 22, Marty Portabella. Portabella will handle it. Portabella, 1 goal already, first goal of the night. George also a goal, 3rd goal. He'll send it to the net, and it's a little bit off. Good shot there by George as Richilling will get the goal kick. Looks for teammate Deitch. Deitch will handle it. Deitch over to the left side, trying to move it across midfield. Rangers trying to get some offense, but Lehman's defense drops back very nicely as Leffel will have it on the left side. She'll take it to the corner. Moves back, looks for Deitch inside. Gets it in front of the net, but here come the Cavaliers. Number 18 is Lascano. He'll shoot it back to teammate Samuel Laforme. Lascano back over to Laforme. Nathaniel Stamen tries to clear it, but Brandon Jones will have it. We've got Lehman still has the possession. Looking ahead for an open player. A nice pass by George as Carlisle will try and chase it down against Delisle. Delisle comes away with it. Left-footed kick back up to Josh Deitch. Deitch will have it. Leffel. Caroline works the touchline. George will take it away from her. Over to the right side and Daniel Carlisle. Carlisle looks inside. George makes his cut to the front of the net. Portabella trying to make the move inside. He'll go down and ball still in play. No whistle. Just a slippery turf out there, and the Rangers may have caught a break that time. Laforme will have it. Back over to Menacee. Laforme dribbling. Back over to Menacee. All the way back out. Intended there for Thomas Schmeezing. It's going to go off of New Knoxville, and Schmeezing will have the toss in. Number 7, junior, tosses it into Menacee. Menacee works the end line. It's going to go out of bounds, and New Knoxville will get the goal kick. Deitch is open across the middle. He'll have it. Left side is Schroeder. Deitch tries to take it across midfield, taken away there by Schmeezing. Schmeezing down the center of the field. Off to his left is Portabella. George to his right. Portabella back over to Schmeezing. Schmeezing tries to make the move inside on Stockler for New Knoxville. Laforme will have it. Samuel Laforme works in the corner. Loose ball picked up by Portabella. In front of the goal, there's the shot and score. Beautiful move by Marty Portabella with 33:09 to go here in the contest. And Portabella picks up his second goal. Take a look at that one more time and you'll see it. All brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Cavaliers continue on the attack. Menacee back over to Maloney. He'll shoot it to the corner. Temple for the header, but it's going to go all the way to the corner. Stamen will pick it up. Apgar has it for the Rangers on the right flank in front of the Lehman bench, but it's going to be out of bounds. Past the touchline, so Lehman will toss it in. I'll make that a free kick for New Knoxville. Downfield it comes. Dwenger, number 2 for the Rangers, for a moment had a break, but Lehman recovers, and here they come. Back over to the left side to Portabella. Gets it to George. Portabella. He'll have it back. He'll center it to Menecia shot, and that's a score. Menecia with the goal with 31:55 to go. Nice assist there by Portabella. And within a matter of a couple of minutes, less than that, Cavaliers go up 5-0. There you see Josh Deitch, a senior goalkeeper. Words of encouragement for Preston Richilling. Rangers trying to get some offense. Strong shot by Waterman. He'll come down with it. And Dwenger, number 2, shot strong to the left side. Corner kick comes to New Knoxville, first of the half. Header in front of the net, almost, and got a whistle. And the goal kick will be for Ryan Armstrong for the Cavaliers. He'll push it ahead to Schmiesing. His kick up towards Portabella. Handled there by Carter Peel for the Rangers. Andrew Leffel, number 3, back into the lineup for New Knoxville. Delisle goes after it for the Rangers as Carlisle for Lehman will kick it out, and Cavaliers will toss it in. Upfield for Waterman, but here comes the attack by Lehman. Portabella. Rangers kick it away. It goes to the corner. George will gain control. George trying to center it. Menecy with it, trying to get the pass inside for Carlisle, but he'll bring it back out to the corner. They'll set it back up. George has it inside, tries to get it to Carlisle, but it'll come loose on the backside, and Lehman will bring it back out and set it all up again. Brandon Jones at midfield. Thomas Schmiesing over in the left flank. Cavaliers trying to maintain control of the ball in front of their own bench. They're up 5-0. Clock approaching 29 minutes to go. And we've got a whistle and a stop in play. And it's going to be a kick for New Knoxville, as Tim Schmiesing, number 17, comes into the lineup for Lehman, as does Sam Gilardi. Delisle's kick. Lehman just keeping the pressure on. Dwenger tries to get it out. Deitch, he'll shoot it upfield. Intended for Waterman, but it goes out of bounds, so the toss in will come to Mark Maloney. Jude Schmiesing. Back over to Lascano. Battle at midfield. Deitch dogging him, but there's a whistle and a stop and play as Troy Dwenger hit that with his hands, so Cavaliers will have a free kick near the center circle here at Lehman. Schmiesing will send the kick towards Portabella. And the header is caught there by the Knoxville goalie, Preston Richilling. Cavaliers trying to set it up one more time. They've been able to maintain most of the offensive possessions here so far as we approach the 27-minute mark. Ball goes out of bounds in front of the New Knoxville bench, so the Rangers will toss it in. That time, Brandon Jones kicks it out. New Knoxville toss in. Thomas Schmeezing with it. Schroeder has it for a moment, comes back up to midfield. Deitch trying to make a move through the Lehman defense. Nice move by Deitch. He'll send it over to his teammate Waterman. Waterman will handle it in the corner, pulls it back up. Waterman sends it all the way across for Troy Dwenger. Dwenger will chase it down. It's going to go past the touchline despite Dwenger's efforts. Substitute for the Cavaliers. They will inbound it. Number 14, Mark Maloney. The junior will toss it in. Nick Menacee has it for a moment. Now Deitch breaks through the defense. He has it. Deitch trying to take that shot. He'll go flying. Good defense there by the Cavaliers. Lehman coming back the other way across midfield. Here comes Sam Gilardi. Gilardi, double team. Nice move inside. Going to be taken away there by Carter Peel. Portabella. Delisle has a hand or a foot on the ball. Here's the shot. Tipped away by Richilling as number 8. Had the shot. That was Gilardi. Cavaliers keep on with the offensive pressure, but we've got a stop and a whistle. And the Cavaliers will have the kick. Free kick, and Carlos Lescano for Lehman with 24:40 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. He'll kick it towards the goal. Good cover up and shot on goals there by Richilling. Deitch will go across midfield. Dwenger. Teammate Waterman is there. Waterman passed just a little bit too far, and number 14, Mark Maloney, back on defense for the Cavaliers, kicks it out of bounds, and New Knoxville will inbound it. Toss in for the Rangers. Lots of substitutes as the clock counts down as we approach 23 minutes to go. Waterman. It's going to go out of bounds and off Brandon Jones. So the corner kick will be for New Knoxville. Good opportunity here for the Rangers. New Lehman setting their defense. Portabella gets it up to Schmeezing. Albers will have it for New Knoxville across midfield. Tries to move it inside. There's going to be a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Lehman. So New Knoxville should have the kick. Carter Peel, the senior, with the free kick. Peel. Brandon Jones. Rangers trying to get it inside. Here comes Stammen's kick. It's looked like it's partially blocked there by Lehman. So it'll go past the end line, and Armstrong will have the goal kick for the Cavaliers. Armstrong looking for one of his teammates upfield, but he finds Stammen. Stammen gets it down in the corner, kicked away there by Brandon Jones, and the Rangers should have a good set here as number 3, make that Andrew Leffel. I believe I said Stammen. Leffel with the toss in. Lehman defense surrounds him. Sharp there, number 15 in the lineup for the Rangers as they try to mount some kind of pressure here. Andrew Leffel, sophomore, will toss it in and got a break in the action with 20:50 as the clock counts down. Grant Temple will go in goal for New Knoxville. And Rich Schilling will come out, and I got a feeling we're going to see Rich Schilling back out on offense here in just a moment. Lehman's kick will go out of bounds, and Albers will inbound it for the Rangers. Leffel will try and chase it down. Menacee with it. Lead pass and a good one. Gilardi. He'll take it to the corner. Schmeezing, number 17, cuts in front, as does Menacee. There's a shot in off the back of the goal as Menacee with the shot for the T-Birds. Apgar will come back in for Delisle. Lots of two-way performers here on probably on both these two squads, especially the Rangers. Several of these players run on the cross-country team, also on the golf team. We mentioned that earlier. In fact, Noah Holland ran in the cross-country meet Saturday and then drove separately to the Toledo Christian soccer match in time to play in that match. It was a 5-1 loss for the Rangers. So I'll tell you what, these kids getting lots of work and lots of exercise for the Rangers. Multi-sports athletes, very difficult, but of course with a small school enrollment size, you need all the players that you can get. And in a way, it's great for the kids. Lehman, 18:47 to play in this one. On the move with it, Gilardi. And I'm also sure that Lehman has a couple of two-way performers as well. I know last year they had several. And there's a whistle, and there's going to be a foul as Lascano in the kick here. Free kick for Lehman. Lascano, or rather make that Schmeezing pass intended for Lascano. Tim Schmeezing with the intended header, no good, and will go out past the end line. Grant Temple will pick it up, and he'll have the kick. More substitutes in for both squads. Deitch will try and handle it. Taken away there by Lascano. Comes back to Gilardi, right in front of the Lehman bench. Albers shoots it across midfield. Dwenger giving chase. Armstrong will kick it away, and number 12, Luke Cortad, in the lineup. Cordad in the lineup for the Cavaliers. Rangers with the toss. Trying to move it upfield. 5-0 our score. Lehman with a comfortable lead with 16:38 remaining. Deitch for the Rangers across midfield. I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school varsity soccer on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Tonight's match, Wednesday, September 22nd at 5 p.m., Thursday, September 30th at 9 p.m., and you also can watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So, the shot no good there by the T-Birds as they have a breakaway. Temple with the goal kick. Header there by Lascano. Also in the lineup, Colin Potts, a freshman, number 27 for the Cavaliers. Delisle tries to get it upfield. Leffel will handle it for the Rangers. And it will skip out of bounds as number 12, Cortad, will toss it in. Menacee. Rangers will have it. Delisle toss it in to Leffel. It will go off of her. There's the steal by Waterman at the midfield line. Good defense as number 3, Jude Schmeezing, hustles back. It goes out of bounds as Waterman trying to get downfield. Take a look at that one more time on our replays brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Schmeezing got to the ball first, so good defense there by the Cavaliers. Potts will try the header. Josh George back in the lineup. Leffel trying to handle it for New Knoxville. Pass over to Schrader rather. Grant Temple will come out and field it. And it's Schroeder, not Schrader. I'll get it right one of these days. Downfield we go. Dwenger tries to feed it inside. And Schmeezing will kick it out. Rangers will inbound it. Andrew Leffel will toss it in for New Knoxville as Dwenger and Waterman downfield. Peel has it. Now Lehman will have it again. Apgar. George will try and take it away. Cavaliers will try and counter and mount an offensive attack. Here comes LaForme. Peel will get the steal. George on the attack. Nice lead pass to Gilardi. Gilardi trying to get a shot off, and Temple will swat it away. Lehman Cavaliers with a 5-0 lead over the New Knoxville Rangers on a evening where we've seen rain showers on and off throughout tonight's match. Lehman Catholic with the corner kick. That's Jude Schmeezing in front of the net. Temple will knock it away. Rangers trying to move it ahead to Andrew Waterman. Waterman, he'll on the left side as George comes over on defense, and he'll kick it out of bounds. Goes off of George, so New Knoxville with the inbounds pass. Joelle Delisle hands it over to teammate Caroline Leffel. And Delisle will toss it in. Waterman will have it in the corner. Shot hits the back of the net, so Armstrong will kick it away. Clock approaching the 10.5-minute mark of tonight's contest. Armstrong. Waterman will have it for New Knoxville. Cavalier defense, though, right back on it. And the Cavaliers will toss it in. We've got some substitutes coming in. Got the whistle. Substitutes for both these two squads. Waterman, nice pass over the middle. Stammen, he'll send it back out to Stockler. Dwenger chases it to the end line. It will go out of bounds, and Lehman will have the kick. Upfield, the kick comes. LaForme has it in the wing. Now George tries to feed LaForme, but it's going to go off of Samuel. And New Knoxville will toss it in. Tyler Apgar will throw it in for New Knoxville. Stockler with the header. George will control it for Lehman. Back over to Jude Schmeezing. George has it. Nice lead pass to Colin Potts. Shot's going to go out of bounds, wide right. Grant Temple will kick it. Up to Dwenger. Taken away there by Schmeezing. Back over to George. LaForme tries to get it inside to Menacee. Shot by George from long range, fielded by Temple. Battle at midfield. Schmeezing will send it down to Apgar. Off of him to George. Potts racing for it, number 27. And it's going to go past the end line. And Temple will get the kick for New Knoxville. Temple will send it upfield. Lehman will have it. Potts has control of it, number 27. Goes inside, and there's a save by Temple. Back out near midfield, New Knoxville just trying to get a score on the board here. Dwanger is going to go past the touchline, and inbounding it will be Samuel LaForme. Rangers try to move it upfield. Cole Bostic in the lineup for Lehman, number 10. Bostic, a freshman. Number 21, Alex Lundy, also in for the Cavaliers. Number 21, as you see him in action. Goes out of bounds as Delisle last touch it. Cavaliers will inbound it. Leffel, Rangers. They'll send it upfield, but controlled there by Schmeezing. Jude Schmeezing, one of 3 team captains. Sam Gilardi and Nick Menacee, all team captains for the Cavaliers. Substitutes for the two teams. Cavaliers this season, they own wins over Temple Christian 8-3 and Fairlawn 9-1. They also have a tie against Jackson Center at 1-1. Last start was against Bethel, and that was a 6-0 defeat. The Rangers, on the other hand, looking for their first win of the year. They lost 5-1 against Toledo Christian in their last start, and then dropped at home a 7-0 score to Jackson Center, a team that the Cavaliers tied at 1-1. It's going to go past the end line, so looks like the Rangers will get a corner kick. Let's see that one more time. Replay is brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Oh, we have a foul. Foul on the Cavaliers and a free kick for the Rangers right in front of the net. A free kick there by number 6. Oh, that's Preston Richilling back in the lineup for New Knoxville. Richilling's kick off target. New Knoxville trying to mount some offense as we come down to the final 3.5 minutes. Leffel in the battle with the ball, and Cavaliers will kick it out of bounds. Menacee's kick goes out, so New Knoxville can stay on the attack. Preston Richilling, number 6 in the lineup. Peel will have it. Looks over for Apgar. Apgar trying to chase it down, as is Nathaniel Stahman. It's going to go out of bounds. Got a stop and play with 2:55 to go, as all timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip. Stop and play. Substitutes on for both these two teams as we approach the final 2:55 to go, and the clock begins to count down on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Deitch has it for a moment for the Rangers. Gilardi sends it upfield. Lundy, number 21, has it for a moment. Lehman right in front of the stands here at Lehman. Delisle will try to send it down the middle as the two teams playing in the center of the field. Here comes a breakaway by Gilardi. Tries to feed teammate Gus Schmeezing. I'll make that Bostic he was trying to feed. Here comes Deitch. Deitch up ahead. Back over to Schroeder. He'll send it to the corner. Chased down there by the Rangers. Slippery field, back upfield it comes. That's number 35, another freshman, Brennan Potts, with it for a moment for the Cavaliers. Rich Schilling. Defended there by one of the Cavaliers. Inside it goes. Jones, and it's going to go out of bounds. Rangers will try and toss it in. In the final minute of play here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, 5-0. Cavaliers with the lead over New Knoxville. Troy Dwenger will toss it in to Andrew Waterman, or rather Jay Waterman, excuse me. That's Jay Waterman, number 18. Armstrong with the kick for the Cavaliers. Final seconds of play as we get to the countdown stage.
9, 8.
Rangers
7,
trying to get it into
6,
scoring position.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Kicked out of bounds, and that's going to be it. Final score from here at Lehman High School. The Lehman Cavaliers 5 and the New Knoxville Rangers 0. We will be back with our recap right after this.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automations. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Not every kid wants to go to college. Some kids work better with their hands.
It's a good thing that they come and they learn hands-on.
Once you gain a skill, that's yours.
There's always room for advancement within the trades.
Like conditioned to believe that you had to go to college to be successful. And now I genuinely think that trade skills are extremely valuable and we need a lot more people that are willing to go that route.
Crown Equipment Corporation, Keyhole Pizza, Sydney Audiology, First National Bank, Winners Meats.
Back here at Lehman High School, the Lehman Cavaliers come away with a 5-0 victory over the New Knoxville Rangers in high school varsity soccer action. Let's take a look at our recap of tonight's game, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Obviously, the final score, a shutout for Ryan Armstrong. 5-0 in net for the Cavaliers. He looked at 13 shots from New Knoxville. Cavaliers, on the other hand, had a good offensive effort with 28 shots on goal. Rangers came back in a little bit in the second half with 6 shots on goal. Lehman had 7 overall. Overall for saves, New Knoxville had 6 and the Cavaliers had 1. In net here tonight for New Knoxville was Grant Temple and Preston Richilling. The corners, Cavaliers had the advantage, 7-4 over New Knoxville. And the final score one more time, Lehman 5-0 over New Knoxville. Our final stats and recap, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Let's move on to our player of the game tonight, as always brought to you by NKTelco. And it was Marte Portabella, number 22, forward for the Lehman Cavaliers. Marti had 2 goals for the Cavaliers, one at the 25-39 mark of the first half, and then another 33-09, just a little less than 7 minutes into the second half. He's our player of the game, all brought to you by NKTelco. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. Tonight's game brought to you by Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. Also follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season. Your sports leader in Mercer and All-Glaze counties. I'd like to also thank 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. MVP sponsors, Clopay and Nidec Minster. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Keys to the Game. Brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replays, Winners Meats. Starting lineup, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Stats and recap sponsor, Wagner's IGA. And our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are also pleased to bring you replays of high school varsity soccer on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Today's game will be replayed Wednesday, September 22nd at 5 p.m. and Thursday, September 30th at 9 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank our crew here tonight at Lehman, our director, Scott Robinson, the assistant director, Bryce Hamrick. On the camera, Mark Fissel. I'm Dave Helmstetter for NKTelco Sports. Once again, our final score, the Lehman Cavaliers 5 and the New Knoxville Rangers 0.